right, we're out here at Freshway Farm. We're about knee-deep in doo-doo, which is pretty much how we do everything. We've got a pretty good load here of very wet cow manure mixed with hay, mixed with a little bit of dirt, some rock, just whatever happened to be in the pile. It's quite wet, quite fresh. This is not really what we were looking for particularly, because we wanted something we could put in the garden and work in and work with immediately. This isn't ready. This is going to be too hot to put in the garden. Nitrogen levels are going to be too high, and any plants that you would put into this are probably going to die almost instantly. It's just too hot for the roots. This amount of urine and uric acid on the roots are just going to burn them to the point that they are not going to work, and the plant's going to die. So rather than putting this out here in the garden and planting in it, we're going to pile it in the back here. It's good stuff, and it'll be good stuff later, much better than it is now. But we're going to have to do something with it. Right now, it's work to move it. It's very heavy, very clumpy. It's even for a big, strong young guy like Kenton, it's you got to work it to get it up and get it moved. So what we're doing is unloading it, but we're not just unloading it, we're mixing it back here with wood chips. This is considered a green in composting. You know, you've got your browns and your greens, and you want to add them together. Don't want too much of either one. But right now, this stuff is rotting, but it's rotting without any oxygen, so it's anaerobic decomposition. It stinks, it's wet, it's mucky, it's nasty, and it takes a long time. If we can incorporate more browns in with this, it'll add oxygen to our pile, let a little more air into it. Of course, it also adds a lot more carbon. There's a lot of carbon in wood that isn't present in grass or manure, either one. So by mixing the two of them, we make a much better environment, if you will, for the bacteria, the microbes. They're going to break this stuff down. This pile will probably heat up. Right now it's quite cold. This is probably at 50 degrees, 60 degrees or so. It's not, none of that decomposition heating is going on in this because there's not enough oxygen in it. So adding it back here, this is going to heat up pretty quick, mixing it with the wood chips. It'll help break down the wood chips faster, and even help break this stuff down faster. So we've got quite a bit of it. We've got a couple of yards here. We've got half of it unloaded already. Another 2 yards in the back of the truck. So we've got a lot of unloading to do. Got a dump truck load of wood chips. So we're going to kind of trying to mix it 50-50, just to kind of help aerate and give this stuff a little bit more body and make it work better. So already we noticed, as hard as it is to pick this stuff up, scoop at a time, this pile with the wood chips that we've been mixing in, this stuff's a whole lot easier to move already. It was almost impossible to move it, but by breaking it up and adding the wood chips in with it, we're going to get this pile supercharged, and we should be able to use this stuff in just a few weeks. It should be broke down into some really good, rich compost that we can add to our garden. Our garden's right here close, so it'll be very easy for us to move it. This will turn into real loose, crumbly soil, and our plants are going to love it. So that's your compost lesson for the day here at Freshway Farm, where we seem to do everything the hard way. So thanks for visiting with us. Have a great day.